Yeah, it's not like I get excited for hockey fights. When I was a kid, though, and my parents watched hockey, I used to wait for the fights. I'd get real excited waiting for the fucking fights.
Yeah, but bro, you got to realize this is Vegas's first professional major sports team, so it hits home. It hits the heart.
Yeah, it's so hysterical to me that hot ass Vegas is like hockey town,
I know it's
too.
funny, right? Same with
Yeah,
Arizona, bro. The Coyotes have a team.
it's like the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah, and that made for great fucking news, bro.
Yes, it did.
One of my
Yes, it
favorite movies ever.
Man, what did you think of that card last weekend?
Trying to remember it. Which,
Oh, come on. It wasn't all
oh, I
fucking
know.
bad.
No, I'm not trying to be a dick. Like I'm trying to remember the fights.
I
All
think we
right,
should have
so
Was
killed it.
oh, it was the Dern one, right?
Yeah.
yeah, Dern versus Hill.
Yeah, I thought the main card was pretty good for sure.
So did I actually, man. I mean, like, not every fight, but in the overall picture, like, man, there's been way worse cards. Like, there's been way worse cards. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Angela Hill
Fucking
got her ass kicked.
yeah, she did, boy. Here's the crazy shit though. Like, she's at that point in her career, she gets her ass kicked and still sets a bunch of records. She broke her own record for 22 fights in the UFC, woman, broke her own record for fight time, broke her own record for significant strikes landed, then broke her own record for total strikes landed. And it's not like the top record, but she's in the top 5 in all of these. Like, I don't know. So here's a weird one. Like, would you scratch it or bet it that Angela Hill makes it into the Hall of Fame?
That's an easy bet. No brainer.
It seems like a no, right? But like when you look at women's MMA at this point, she's all over the record books and she has got like eons of numbers on some of these women that got good amounts of fights in. So like it's just I don't know, it's
But
kind
that's
of
the thing.
crazy.
So like that's the reason why I'm not like a huge fan of a Hall of Fame of any sport, especially fighting, because they have like multiple tiers. You know what I mean? And it's like to me, it should be about the talent and the production you put on the field, the court, the ice, the cage, whatever the hell we're talking about, right? So Angela Hill, it's like, yes, while she's done a lot of great for, you know, the UFC and women's MMA in general, she's a 500 fighter. And yes, I understand that's all against the UFC and it's the toughest competition, which is why, in my opinion, I think she's got a pretty tough 500 record. But she did she ever crack the top 10? I mean, I don't ever remember that. So it's like you can put her in based off of like what she's done for the sport, sure. But I didn't really to me, I don't feel like there should be a Hall of Fame for that necessarily, but I get it. Like I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I get it.
Were you gonna go ahead, Zaza? I didn't mean to cut you off, bud.
No, I was gonna say you definitely bring up a good point, but I still want to say I still hate her a little bit, but she went up a couple points after this weekend, man. She got her ass kicked, and she was in the fight the whole time, so it's pretty impressive.
She she's been winning me over for a few fights because I was really down on her, and she's kind of been winning me over. And like I guess so, like Andrew brought up the most important thing, I guess, in the discussion for me is like there are different wings which represent different eras and different levels. Like I look at guys like Cowboy Cerrone and Robbie Lawler, who got famous. Them guys actually got like the big fame later in their career as they blossomed in the UFC. Like they were famous amongst hardcores, but you know, them guys kind of blossomed later. And like, I don't think I'd compare her fame there, but like, man, like what she's done for women at 125, 115, man, it's like she's done as much as Robbie Lawler or Cowboy Cerrone. And I couldn't not put those guys in the Hall of Fame. Do I think those guys maybe belong in the same wing as Nurmagomedov? Probably not, but I'm not trying to tear nobody down. Like I'm not trying to make nobody small to make anybody else big. I think if there were wings, she should definitely make it. But if you're just talking about like what would be the gold wing as being the Hall of Fame, yeah, I mean I'm not going to argue that she should be there because she just should. No belt. It's hard to argue that you should be there for me. Like that might sound crazy, but that's a tough argument for me. If
So that's a funny thing to bring up because you know me, I'm a fan of multiple sports, not just combat sports. And when it comes to other sports, I don't think it matters if you win a championship or a ring or whatever the hell you want to call it. But I also understand those sports have been around a hell of a lot longer. So I get it because, yeah, you can. I mean, I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head. But, like, you know, guys that were just always better than everyone else, but they never won a title. I would say Rob Whitaker, but he actually held a belt at some point in time. Although I think it was interim. Doesn't matter. Guys like him, you know what I mean? Like they never
bro,
quite got undisputed, but they were such fucking fantastic fighters. It's like,
bro,
how
are
could
you
you
kidding
not,
me?
right?
Bobby Knuckles was he defended a few times, bro. Bobby
Did he?
Knuckles, yeah,
Yeah, for
Why do
Israel.
I not remember this?
yeah, yeah. When Israel beat Bobby Knuckles, it was a big deal. Actually, it
Okay, but
was a
you know what
big
I mean,
deal.
right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. So
like
like,
guys that are
I
number 2 that could never hit number 1.
so my only I'm not gonna kill this one. You know, I'm not gonna beat this thing with a stick. But my only real thing that I'd say to that is like, would you what if I asked you how you feel specifically about what it would take? Would you need a championship to get in the Hall of Fame if it were golfing or tennis? Could you get into those Hall of Fames, those individual sports without titles? Because that's what the UFC is. That's why. Like,
Right. No, I see what you're saying. Okay,
you
that
know
makes
what I
more
mean? Like,
sense.
I agree with you. Barry Sanders is a fucking Hall of Famer. It's not his fault he was on the Detroit Lions, bro. It's
Right.
not his fault.
Right.
You know?
No, that's a great point, and I didn't even think about that, but now that you mention it, yeah, that seems like absolute logical sense.
They got to have
So,
one more person going into Hall of Fame right before International Fight Week. Maybe one more.
no,
That's
no,
it?
we're capped
Dude,
up.
they already have like fucking 5 dudes,
Oh, they
don't
do?
they?
It's
Oh, they go.
three in a fight. That's what we get. We get three and a fight. Like that's what you should expect. Three fighters go in and then they induct a fight.
Was it the
So we've
Rory
got
McDonald or was it was the Rory McDonald, right? And
and
Lawler?
Robbie. Yeah,
Fuck.
here's the shitty part, bro. It's basically like Robbie's getting put in the Hall of Fame. The promos don't really acknowledge Rory. You can bet your ass he's not going to be invited, which is so shitty. Like, yeah, I got feelings
It's
about
so
that. Like, bro,
criminal though. That is so criminal cuz like Rory is a dog, but like give him respect. I mean, he okay, this is just me, but I would say he's probably second or third when he comes out of Canada. Best fighter, oof, in modern day.
definitely top five.
Thank you.
Definitely
Okay,
top five.
yeah,
Definitely top five Canadian fighters. And like, here's my problem with it kind of being slanted. And like, I actually like Robbie better, whatever. But
that's fine.
everybody in here has probably heard me say at some point, bro, I was a casual for a while, and then Lawler McDonald 2 happened. I haven't missed a card or a fight since that fight, bro. Like I was fucking hooked. Like there was I can't even explain it. Like, that was the moment. Like, when I seen it, it's like when you catch moments in fights live, it's so much different than when you see it like in replay pointed out. Like when you're sitting next to your buddy and you're like, oh my God, did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? And bro, when them two were looking at each other, fucking spitting blood at the ground, like I was going fucking ape shit, bro. Like, man, it was a great moment for me. Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah, I had to look it up because I wanted to make sure. Whitaker won the interim, but then it was later promoted to undisputed. And then he fought Yoel again in a rematch, but it was technically considered a non-title bout because the homeboy Romero missed weight.
Oh,
And then he fought
I
Izzy. And then he
forgot.
fought Izzy right after that. So it's like, when it comes to this kind of shit, in my mind, you can consider that a title defense. So that's one title defense. But yeah, like I was about to say, because you made it seem like he defended it a few times. I'm like, I don't fucking remember that, man.
I thought he defended it once more than that, to be
No,
honest.
he did. It's just weird because like when you bring up that 220 UFC 225 or 226 against Romero, it's so weird. Like, do we consider it? Okay, if Rob wins that, in which he did, everything's fine. Everyone goes home fine. But if Romero won, it's vacated. And what the fuck do you do about that? It's weird.
So I can't remember when, but that happened once. Man, I'm embarrassed that I can't remember, but that positively happened once.
Was it recent? Past
It
5?
was fucking Charles, bro.
Oh my god, it was.
Oh, it was. It
Oh
was.
my
It happened.
god.
Yeah.
Half a pound bullshit.
He could have cut his hair.
So Whitaker Romero was 225, bro. You said 226, and
That
I
was
was at
Stipe. Yeah,
220.
I know that was Stipe and
I was
Cormier.
at 226. I'm like, whoa, wait, hold on. No fucking way. I didn't see that fight. What else was on that card? So, all right, here's one real quick. Mackenzie Dern can compete in the top 3 at 115 right now.
What?
115 is Whaley, Esparza, Rose, and Yan Xiaonan. Scratch it or bet it. Mackenzie Dern could compete up there right now.
Oh, I will take Jan versus Dern. That's a fun fight. Did they fight? Did they fight already?
Yan Xiaonan and Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah, I feel like they did.
Yeah, didn't Mackenzie get the super robbery?
Oh, that's.
I think she lost.
I think she
Did
did
she
too. I
lose?
think she did.
Because she laid it on in the 3rd round, right? That was Yan. Mackenzie had a great 3rd round, but it just wasn't enough for some shit. I remember the fight,
Something
kind
like
of.
that.
I
Yeah,
don't.
like she couldn't finish her.
Yeah, but she had clearly lost the first 2 rounds or some shit. I remember that fight.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
I'm just thinking about Lemos. I mean, how does Lemos fit in with Whaley's style? I mean, sure, she's on a good streak, good finishes, but I'm not sure Lemos can capitalize against Whaley, who's basically well rounded all over the place.
I think Whaley's just way too fast for
She
her.
is. It's. Mm-mm.
That's her problem. So, how'd you guys score the Dern fight, the Dern Hill fight? Because
She whooped her ass, bro. It doesn't even fucking matter.
no,
Yeah,
but
we
like
gotta
there were
pivot
It's
some
got
that.
her
40,
ass whooped.
bro. There were some 44s and a 40 fucking 3.
Yeah, that's 2-10-8s.
210-8s, yeah.
Yeah, that shit
Dude,
was
there were a
fucking.
couple of rounds where she was beating the shit out of her on top. I believe it.
Yeah, it was.
The
Them
fucking
That's what,
cards.
dude.
knee.
That was a one-sided beating, bro.
Oh yeah, big credit to Mackenzie. Whatever that man did to her, she took it out on Angela Hill's face. Like that's
100.
That's fucking clear, bro. She took it out on Angela Hill's fucking face. I'm not.
So, yeah. So I was incredibly impressed with Mackenzie because I've never seen her fight angry like that before, which was great. She
Yes.
still isn't the most technical on the feet, but that's okay because she still was effective on the feet. And she was beating Angie on the feet, which if you told me they were going to fucking strike each other and that Mackenzie was going to outstrike her, I would be like, get the fuck out of here. I would have taken
My
that bet
whole
Losing
already.
edge on
parlay,
taking,
Andrew.
bro, my whole edge on taking Ange was the striking. And so here's the crazy shit, right? I'm like, Mackenzie can't fucking strike, and Mackenzie don't get no takedowns. That was
Dude,
my big thing
yes.
going into
It's
that
the
fight,
same
right?
thing.
Mackenzie Dern gets first knockdown since 2018, lands a personal best 126 significant strikes and a career high 3 takedowns. Like, fuck you. Did you hear me talk shit about you and get all mad or something? That was how I felt
Nah,
watching the fight. I'm
it's
like,
the
she heard what I
divorce.
said. She heard what I said. She was mad. That was how,
Bro,
like,
if
I know
she can
I'm not
fight like that moving forward,
at
she can definitely
115.
compete, bro.
The
And
new
stay at 115, bro.
15.
Yeah, she could do well.
The new
She
MMA mythical has been nude. It is Divorce Dern.
Okay, get in here, Brody.
Nah,
You said divorced Stern. I love
what's
it.
up, guys? I was just gonna say
Divorce Dern.
we should have kind of known what was gonna happen, bro. Angela, I feel like Angie Hill's overrated as shit, bro. She got 18 losses. Like,
She's way,
I
yeah,
don't give
she's
a
not
fuck, bro.
overrated at
Like,
Overkill to
I
all,
feel
over
bro.
like
overrated.
Dern was probably the side all along, bro. She beat her ass.
Listen, you ain't
Yeah,
never
but
seen
it's
Dern
it's
fight
how
like
she
that.
beat her, bro.
No, we've
Like
never
if
seen
she would
Dern
have
like that,
gotten her on the ground and then
but
just
bro,
dominated her with BJJ, I would have been like, all right,
but bro,
cool. But
everything.
dude, she outstruck her.
Yeah, but everything she's
yeah,
been
she
through,
banged
bro,
her.
she has been holding that anger. I know she was like, fuck that. I gotta let these hands go this time. Shit, I need something to beat the fuck out of.
She really
And
did.
that fatty was oh hey yo.
Man, I'm about to post that divorced Dern, bro.
I'm
See
a,
if that's.
I'm gonna keep it
Hey,
real.
you better tag me in there.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm gonna keep it
But
real
Yeah.
though, man. She better stay in her lane, calling out Rose. Rose, come knock that ass out.
But she's
Hey,
been gone,
who said that? It
bro.
was D, right?
Yeah, what's up?
No. Who said divorced Dern? Who
That was
shouted
me.
that shit out?
Yeah, that's me, bro.
Yeah, I got a tag, bro.
No, but
I'm definitely gonna post that one. Anyways, Fluffy Hernandez got it done. Rhino said take his ass inside the distance. Should have listened. Should have fucking listened. That's all I can say. I didn't listen, so fucking should have listened. Did anybody take Fluffy inside the distance?
Nah, I had
Oh no.
Shabazian.
I had Anthony. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you about that. I mean, like Edmund, his ground game is just dog as shit. I'm sorry. He's not good. Once he turtles up, it's just like, oh, you win. I'm sorry.
He started off pretty
I,
decent in the fight,
It's
but
not
then
bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but I mean,
I mean, I'm gonna
Fluffy just
disagree with
came
that.
out.
I don't think Edmund's bad on the ground. I think Edmund's cardio is shit.
oh yeah, that's a good thing too. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say there was actually a moment where I thought Edmund looked way better on the ground than I thought he would. To be just for a moment, like I was like, oh, it could be there if you weren't fucking exhausted, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know. The judges had the second round scored 10-8. Shabazz 10-8 Fluffy all the way across the board. You guys all agree with that?
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, Joe. Like to me, bro. Like I just really feel like 10-8s are just handed out in MMA now. Like I
There's a,
remember 10-8s used to be like you had to beat the shit out of
so,
somebody. Like
but
fucking.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're right. You're right. But that fixes MMA, bro. It fixes MMA so that we need to be able to get 10-8s, 10-7s because we don't have any half points, bro. You got to be able to. I love it. I was a big advocate for it over the past year of this space. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I think 10-8 should be handed out all the time. I think what Mackenzie Dern was 10-8. I think that shit was. I don't know if I feel that way about that Fluffy round, but I wasn't like super into that fight. So, man, I was talking to the homie passing the joint. Like, it could have been a 10-8. That's how I feel. Like, I'm about to go watch it again to find out. So I was asking. Survey seems to say 10-8. Loopy fucking Loopy went the distance. Listen, Joe's pick, Loopy. Bet over 1.5. Prop, Loopy Godinez by decision. What a fucking surprise. I don't even feel like I needed to tape that fight to go look at the stats and go, oh, Loopy's going to win by decision. Fuck, man. I kind of feel like I wasted my time on that fucking fight. All the judges gave to Cody the third, or I'm sorry, two of the judges gave to Cody the third. Did any of you guys give to Cody the third? I did not give to Cody the third.
No. I did not.
I was with old Mike Bell. It was 10-9, 10-9, 10-9 for me. All right, so Buckley beat Fiallo with the head kick.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit was slick, bro. Man, I don't know. It lit the night up for me. I was like, hell yeah.
All right, knockout of the night had to have been the way Michael Johnson went out.
No, don't know. Oh my
Bro, that shit was crazy. I was like, this motherfucker's floating in space right now. He can't even move.
Oh, it was so nice, but like he really copied Josh Emmett's knockout. It's so sad, but it was good.
He said
Michael
he
Johnson.
copied Josh Emmett's.
Bro, Michael Johnson is so like, bro, like I don't like he was doing so well moving in and out of the pocket, like really like trying to, he was using his speed advantage. Like, I don't understand, like, and then all of a sudden, bro, like he was just keeping his head like sitting there on the center line for like 25, 30 seconds. Like, I don't know, bro. I have no explanation, bro. Like the explanation is he got fucking sparked.
I guess Diego Ferreira, I mean, don't count his power out. That's the lesson we all learned.
Yeah, the judges had the first round flipped in that one too. One of the judges gave it to Johnson.
Oh,
Two of
really?
the judges gave it. Two of them gave it to Johnson. One of them gave the first round to Diego.
Yikes.
I had the first round for Johnson personally.
Listen. I'm not being funny, but like, let's have a little fun because there's no like card urgent to get to, right? Can you guys guess the judge's name
Is
that
it
gave it?
fucking oh my god. Tony, it's not 20 weeks, is it?
No, it's Sal D'Amato.
Oh my god.
Good old fucking Sal. Fucking
Not surprised, right?
not
Bro, I
surprised at
wish more
all.
fighters would join the athletic commission and judge fights.
I don't know if that day will come or not. I guess we'll see. You'll still see. I think you would see more bias then. Guys that love grappling would score I think it would be way worse. Like, I think it would be
Well, they
horribly
got to do something, bro. They got to get these guys trained up or like really fucking go over rules with these guys cuz sometimes sometimes they do score fights like close rounds or like sometimes fights are close. It's like, okay, it could have went either way. But then sometimes it's like there's no fucking way somebody wins a fight, bro, and they give them like one of the rounds that they didn't clearly win, and it's like, what the fuck were they even watching? Were they on TikTok the whole fucking 5 minutes?
No, but here's what. All right, I understand, and I do think the judges do some bullshit, but I do have to say that the a lot of the judges are pretty consistent. And if they all judge the fight the exact same way, we wouldn't really need them. We could just add up strikes landed and land up control time. We could just add it all up and just announce the winner. So like if you look at like some judges that go against the grain a lot are like Sal D'Amato, Tony Weeks, um, and then you'll find like Mike Bell and Derek Clary kind of judge everything the same. Um, but they have tendencies. Like I agree with Sal D'Amato a lot of the time, and I just figured that out. That like, okay, so he tends to look at a fight the way I look at a fight, and like I know that my buddy Scott tends to disagree with him whenever I bring it up to him. So like, you know what I mean? Like everybody looks at the fight different, and I guess I think that's needed, or or we could just add up the stats. And like, I don't want to get to that point. Like, I'm not for that shit. Real quick, I do want to shout out that Usman taped Fiera Johnson and said that shit would go inside the distance. He also fucking said the Buckley fight to go the distance. No, Buckley and under 2.5. He fucking smashed it. He's not in here, but bro, he fucking smashed that shit.
Good shit, Usman. He's hilarious, but good shit. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Yo,
on the
did he play him straight though?
yeah, he
Because I don't
said,
know, dude. I feel like Usman just does parlays like you do.
oh, like, did he actually play him straight? No, so like he'll do what I do. Like when he sees it like fight to go the distance, no, Buckley and under 2.5, what I'm telling you or what he's telling you is he's probably gonna parlay that fight three different ways. He's gonna parlay it under 2.5, he's gonna parlay it for Buckley, and he's gonna parlay it not to go to decision if he can find it. Like that, like when I give you my three picks, like when I was up there and I told you Loopy over 1.5 and Loopy decision, I only ended up doing one play this week. I just never got back to it. But like I intended to, if I built three different parlays, I would have had, that's three different legs and three different parlays, I guess is how I would say it. So
Hey,
like,
can I ask you guys something real quick?
yeah,
What did you guys think of Buckley? I mean, no, I'm not gonna lie, he did look actually pretty good at 170 in his debut fight, but is the move down like certain for sure he's gonna stay at 70, or you think he's gonna move back later up to 85?
he was at 70 before.
Why would he move back up?
Yeah, he was at 70 before. He moved up to 185.
No, that's
He
a genuine question. Why would he move back up?
I mean,
he said he was getting knocked out a lot too, though.
yeah.
So
I mean, 70 cuts down on his like weight, but I feel like there's so much of
He looked fine at
he
170 though. That's
does.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see a reason for him to go back up.
Okay.
Even if he loses his next fight, it still wouldn't make sense to go back up.
Now, who's the question? Who do you want to put it
Yeah,
up
so
against?
man, they should put his ass up against KG.
Ooh.
He's going down to 170.
Hey,
Ooh.
no, hold up. I resent that
I do.
shit, bro. I've already talked to Usman about this shit. No, hell no. There's only one KG, and it's not a fucking fighter. His name is Kelvin, all right?
oh, Kevin Gastelum's
That's what we're all thinking, right?
I did not. I was lost for a second.
What were you
I don't know.
thinking?
He watches. I don't know. He watches. I don't know. Girls kick balls or something. I'm not sure. I don't watch any of that shit. Vinny, what's happening, bud? Yeah, I think that a good fight would be him versus Kevin or Kelvin when he gets down to fucking 170.
That would
I
be a
don't
good
like
fight.
Kelvin. Listen, if they fight, you bet that shit to go the distance. You fucking hammer that shit to go the distance.
Buckley versus Chris Curtis, please.
Oh, that'd be nice.
What up, boys? How are you, man?
Good. What's happening, Vin?
Vinny.
Not much. Just hanging out here. I saw you guys. I'm like, oh, let me go visit on Topic.
Dead Picks told us to pick Borisov. He said bet Borisov. He said Borisov KO. Bro. Fucking.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was. That shit was super nice.
How much is that paid?
I couldn't tell.
What was the odds on that?
I don't got. So I know that he was minus 160 money line.
Yeah, so it was like plus 200 probably in the KO.
More.
Oh, I'm sure. Maybe worse. I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Damn, that's good. That's a good pick. That picks.
He ain't here. Neither is Usman. There ain't no fights. These boys don't show up. Me and Andrew just talk shit and see who comes to hang out. Zaza's here. D's here. Beefy's hanging out. We'll be around for a little bit.
Yes.
Andrew called Carolina Kovacevic by decision. Again, I'm not taking away, bro, because I just said I could do it with Loopy. I feel like that was another one. If you thought she was the side, you could just be like, well, by decision.
That was a good ass fucking fight. Lupi and Ducati.
Ducati.
That was good.
No,
No.
no, sorry, I was talking with you.
Uh,
You're good.
then so I forgot to say, so there were fucking 3 catchweight fights. Dana White at the press conference talking about I don't do catchweights. There were 3 fucking catchweight fights on the card. 3 of them.
Bro, you context, Joe. Context.
What do you mean catch weights?
Dude, the catchweights he's referring to is just like scheduling a catchweight for the hell of it. The ones that happened this week are because people dropped out and then you have these short notice fights. They are not the same thing.
Yeah.
I know Lupita was like a 2 weeks notice.
He could do it if he wanted to do it. That's all I'm saying. He could
He
do
could,
it.
but it makes no sense to. That's why you have weight classes.
Fuck them weight classes. This is prize fighting. I mean, you got to be great. Like, you got to fight all over the place. He just don't want to have to make new weight classes, and he knows that's what that shit will turn into.
Hey,
Guys will be fucking
165. We all know it.
165. Yeah.
You know, Joe, I knew we were gonna go with this shit. It's like, remember many years ago, Kevin Lee wanted a 165 class, and they still haven't done it. And I'm just more like, whatever.
They're not going to.
They're
do
not
it.
going
Like,
to. Yeah, they're not going to.
no fucking way they're gonna do that. Albina beat Urbina beat Kosei.
Yeah.
Usman called that one, and he called round 2 to start. He was probably fucking sweating a little bit. Oh my God, guys. My lock of the night hit. I'm so proud that Ilir Latifi went over 1.5. What a surprise.
Damn, Latifi. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
Bro,
and you know what's funny too? Is I always love taking overs on like low tier sloppy heavyweight fights. And for whatever reason, I didn't bet that one. And then I'm watching the fight. And I even said it in the group chat. I was like, bro, this is hard to watch. And then I'm sitting there thinking, how the fuck did I not play the over on that garbage, bro?
Yeah, it was like fucking guaranteed when Latifi fights. And then it's like, I can't get lines on the takedowns, but bro, just Latifi's not getting taken down. He's not. At this point in his career, he has gone long enough without getting taken down. It's just, I'm fucking banking on it. I would bank on it every time. Chase Hooper beat Nick Fiore. I told all you guys not to bet him, and I'm not talking shit.
Yo, we should have had that one, man. Why did we fuck up, dude? He's
I
plus
actually
money.
told you guys that shit. I'm not the guy who's like, I fucking told you so. I never do that shit. Like, I actually fucking
You
told
just
you.
did.
Bro, I got to be honest, man. I can never put my money on Chase Hooper. I'm sorry. I can't.
What I actually
He
said
looked good
was,
though.
Chase is the pick. He's the side. So don't bet it. That was what I said. I didn't say bet him. I said, so don't bet it. That was what I said.
Here's the
Dude,
weird
Like,
part
dude,
about that.
and don't even get me wrong, bro. He looked good. He looked improved.
Really fucking good.
But I still don't know. I still can't do it, bro.
You're fine. It's a draw with him. I mean, like, at featherweight, he got, like, pieced up, and now he's in a division that's probably twice as worse. Pick your poison.
Yeah, he's in a division full of fucking killers,
It's really
bro.
bad.
Yeah, but he got good jujitsu on the floor, whatever that bullshit.
Yeah, but he's got to get it there, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
don't do a Chrome Gracie. Don't do a Chrome Gracie by just sticking your ass on the floor.
Oh my God. Let's not bring that. That was awful.
Butt crawling, butt scooting. I'm like, oh no, we're doing old school shit? No way. I feel it's for Charles Jourdain, though.
I told you boys. Silva by KO. I told you boys, Silva.
She's so good, man.
You did say
She's
that.
so fucking good.
Bro, she is. I'm not. I don't get real high on too many fighters that are like new into the UFC. She's fucking got it. Like, she'll get caught. I'm not. Listen, I see her levels. If she manages to climb slow, she might not get caught for a long time until she fights somebody really good. Like I see some holes, but like, man, raw talent, 3 fights into the UFC, that fucking woman is on a mission. She is gonna fuck some people up. I think she could get a top 10 fight right now.
Uh,
125.
I hope she does because she's fucking fast. She's just fast.
I think she could beat Ribas. I think she could beat Maya. I think she could beat Arujo. Man, you guys, all right. So somebody's jaw is gonna drop. I think she could beat Lauren Murphy. Um, yeah, I think she could probably beat all of them if I'm being honest. Lauren, you know how high I am on her, so I'll say she could probably clinch her up, take it to distance.
You
But
think she can beat all those women right now?
What?
yeah, I do. I really do.
Wow. Okay. Yeah,
I
you got to
really,
pump the brakes on that one,
homie. I told you at 125 she was gonna knock that woman out, and you guys were like, "Nah, bro."
bro.
I
Listen to
told you
me.
to fight.
No.
I
Listen to me, bro. She looked great. She was a bully. She was an enforcer, and she hurt that woman. But you got to realize, bro, that was Victoria Leonardo. She's no longer in the UFC. Do you think because she beat a woman who was on her way out of the UFC that she can fuck with the top 10 right now?
yeah,
She
bro. I
looked
thought
good
that
though,
before
man.
she beat her, though. I thought that before she beat her. I've been this high on her since her last fight. I want to say 2 fights now. I've been this high on her, bro. I think that woman is super talented, and I think her fucking lid is real high, man. I really do.
That's what I'm saying. I think she's got a high ceiling. But right now, bro, fuck no. No.
Oh,
Give
I
her a
picked.
year or two, and I'm with you.
Listen. I did not say anybody in the top 5. I did not say Valentina, Grasso, Santos, Blanchfield, Andrade, Chukagian on purpose, but I feel like huge nosedive right there, bro. Huge nosedive. Murphy, Maya, Ribas, Arujo, Barber, O'Neal. Yeah, I feel like she could compete there. I mean, I'm not saying she'd dog every one of them out, but man, she could get some fights there and wins. I think she could probably beat most of them. Maybe I'm wrong. It don't matter. I'm high on that chick. I think she's gonna be one of the ones. Uh Themba beat Soto. Soto's gotta be on the way out, right? Soto, Takashi.
Yeah,
He's like
that fucking fight. Everybody has Sato. Everybody has Sato.
he's the he's so horrible. How did anybody how I don't even know how that shit was fucking even money. Like I don't
Yeah, everybody's like Sato's gonna kick his ass. Simba sucks. Oh God.
I didn't think that. I felt like I didn't know how good Themba was, but I just know Sato fucking sucked. So I was like, man,
Yeah, I know that now too.
yeah. Fucking that's pretty much the card, man. Man, there's not much to go over. We can kind of look forward to next week. I know me and Andrew looked at some fights. Zaza probably did. Vinny's on the mic. What fights are you high on for not this coming week, but next week? The Cara France card, Andrew.
Yeah, give me some feedback because I haven't even looked at that card yet.
I looked
Give
at
me one
some.
second.
Right.
Yeah, what's your best bet on that card?
My best bet on that card is
Yes, sir. But wait, one thing, this last week card, we should have honestly killed it. Looking back at it, like, how did we
bro, we
not? Like,
did. So listen. Here, we fucking murked that card as a crew. All right, so I actually said I said I might, but I said parlay Garimbo, right? Uh, I said Silva KO or sub. Uh, Trey said Silva inside the distance. He did say a prop bet could be Leonardo by split, to be fair. You guys were all on Fior, and I told you Hooper. My lock of the night was Latifi over 1-5. I'm not just shouting mine out. These are the things that people were just talking about official. You missed the pick on Corset, but it don't matter. You hit the bet to
yep.
go to round 2 to start on the Corset fight. Usman picked Urbina. to win. Andrew was on the on Carolina decision specifically. Usman and myself did miss Vanessa in the parlay, to be fair. Dead Picks fucking nailed Boris and nailed Boris's KO. Usman hit fight to go to the distance, no on Johnson. Fight to go the distance, no, plus Buckley, plus under 2.5, plus I said parlay Buckley, all hit.
Buckley was fucking phenomenal too.
Yep.
He
Loopy over 1.5, Loopy decision, Fluffy inside the distance, and then me and D Baby like officially on the hill fucking missed Angela Hill. But bro, we that as a group, we fucking destroyed that card. Like I know
Nobody
I'm
hit
not gonna
Dern.
get I
No,
know
we
I'm not.
like Dern. Some of us were on it, but some was on Hill.
Yeah, we were split, and like I did record that me and Baby were on Hill. You know, I try to jot it down. I'm just trying to type it as we go, but I'm not real good at getting these picks out here right now and keeping up. But like, man, this website is in like a hard beta. If you guys go to Cap MMA, I got live odds for every region that offers MMA odds in both formats. I got a bunch more features coming. We've got all the resources. If you click headlines, all the big news feeds, MMAfighting.com, MMA Junkie, MMA Media, all their latest articles are piled over there under the headlines button. Like, and it just auto
Where
updates.
is that on the website, Joe?
Yeah, go to capmma.com. You can go to ontopicmma.com too. It'll get you there too. Um,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Because this was.
it's got room for forums and articles and blogs. I'm not really doing anything there yet. I'm actually going to message I'm going to send out some messages to see if some guys want to do some stuff there in the next day or two. So, but like we've got our own odds over there right now. Soon enough, we'll have all the features that the other sites have, the parlay features, the numbers up, the numbers down. But to my knowledge, we are the only site that has every MMA book known. We have all the US books, all the UK books, all the European Union books, all the Australian.
Yo, Joe.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait, so you created this website?
Yeah.
Dude, great fucking shit. This is legit, dude.
This is why I miss some of the stuff that I normally do in the spaces right now because I've been building this. So
Ah,
those live,
dude,
bro, those odds are
what?
live. Like live fight, you click refresh on your browser. If it doesn't auto refresh, those as soon as they click anywhere, they click on our site. Soon, we will be the only guys that list global average odds. We will also list regional average odds. We will have all the up arrows, all the down arrows. It will highlight all the highest odds, all the lowest odds from all the books. All the little books up top. Soon we'll have links for all of them where you can just go directly to the books. And then, of course, if you go down under that or go over to resources, we still have like
Is that including the casino odds over in Vegas?
so no, all online odds for online betting, all books online, nothing like hard, but like there are lines that are Vegas controlled if you know what you're looking at. Like the biggest one is William Hill. William Hill is Caesars. That it
You
is
should add.
Caesars. When
You
I
should add
code that
Circa. So Circa's got pretty good odds, and those are pretty realistic too.
when I program in William Hill, I program it as Caesars. So like that
Okay.
one is Caesars. There's a few of them. I'm still going through them. Like we have, yeah, those are all the books that offer reports. Anything else? I'm sure there's a couple I can't get, but they don't allow you to get them. Like these all are all the ones that we are allowed to get.
Add Circa because Circa you could get it online too. All you got to do is create a freaking fake online account, and you could
No.
you could.
I don't put any of this in, bro. This is all auto updated. When lines drop, the second they drop, they're put on this website. I don't any line anywhere. I don't control it. They just fucking hammer on here. Soon enough, couple months, we'll have all the parlays or all the props on there. Uh, Probably 3-4 months from now, we'll have our own tail of the tape. We'll have yeah, I'm gonna talk to some of the guys about putting their fight notes in blogs or articles. We're gonna get this thing moving. I just need a few more weeks to get a few more features so that I can kind of roll it out to fit. I think everybody will have something to do there. Anyway, we'll move on from that. This week's card, my probably fucking lock of the week is Reed Fry over 1.5. That's my lock of the week. It's no big fucking miraculous play, but
Come on, a girl fight?
it's
Oh
going
my!
over 1.5. Whatever that odd is,
Yeah,
take it.
what's the odds? Nah,
I
I need
don't
a
know,
plus
bro. I
100.
can't get those odds yet. I don't know. I'm sure there's a site out there somewhere that has them, but like it's definitely going over 1.5.
Nah, I need something like a minus 110 and 150 at least.
Bro, so like here's my problem. I know Andrew said he need a minute, so I looked at Lynn's early looks, bro. Early. We're not doing tail of the tape. I didn't watch tape yet. These are just early looks, man. So I looked at Lynn's versus Grinchin or Maxim. Bro, fuck that fight. Like, I'm not even trying to be an ass. Like, bro, it is two 50-50 UFC guys after the PFL. The PFL fade is real, but they're both fucking PFL fighters. Like, I'm not trying to be that dumb, but like, okay, so Grisham struggled. He's fucking win-loss after he left. Lynn got KO'd, or he KO'd OSP, so like there's some hype on him, but bro, he's really not that good. If you look at him, he's not good statistically. He's not good from what I can remember. I lean Maxim in that fight, but like I have zero interest in it. I'm just trying to look at it. I'll go through and I'll probably tape it for next week because the space will be more full and I want to do that. But like, bro, fuck that fight. Like yeah, I'm having a hard time with that one. And then like the Fry Reed fight. So like me and Andrew try to knock him off now just for hosting reasons because we swap off, right? Like I'll take evens and he'll take odds, or I'll take odds and he'll take evens. It really lightens the load and kind of lets me do some more and work on the site a lot. So like that's kind of the thing, right? So like my fights off the rip are Maxim versus Lynn's, Fry and Reed, and then right above that is for me is Arlovsky versus Mays. Like, okay, here's my bets: over 1.5, over 1.5, over 1.5. Parlay the fuck out of it. They're all going over 1.5. They're not. At least at a first look. Maybe I'll tape them and feel different. Like, um, Mays is so he got ruled. The Hamadi fight got ruled a no contest because of PEDs, right? But like he lost that fight. He's 3-4 in the UFC. The dude, from what I can remember, doesn't have a good fight IQ. He doesn't know how to use his height. He doesn't know how to use his distance. So Arlovsky isn't a guy that's been finishing anybody, bro. I think he's went the distance 4 or 5, 6 fights in a row, some shit like that, other than his loss, right? Like, so before DeLima rear naked knocked him down and rear naked choked him, right? Like, I think it was 4 or 5 decisions in a row. So like he's not putting people away. So like for me, fight probably goes the distance or goes late in because I don't think Dontel, he's not going to finish Arlovsky in my opinion, unless Arlovsky is rock from DeLima and his age is finally going to show. I think he can make at least 1.5. So like super unexcited about any of them fucking fights if I'm being honest. Like, no, fuck. But I'll look at them. I'll tape them. I'll highlight them. I'll be ready for next week.
Bro, are you not aware of the main event?
Great. You get the main event, fucker.
You got Mr. Don't Blink himself, bro. That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
dude. That's my dude, man. I'm excited for that fight.
Yeah, bro. I feel so bad.
For what?
My dude Amir is about to take him the fuck apart on you, bro. It's going to be so bad.
Man.
It's
Well, I
going to
know
be
Travi's in here right
so.
now. I know he got some words for you, man.
Who's that?
Travi, bro.
Aw, man, I'm sorry because Dravi's
Travi's
like
on Team
sharp.
Don't Blink, bro.
Bro, Dravi, you're the sharpest guy I know. Amir is about to fuck that dude up. He is going to maul him. You're the sharpest dude I know in chat and talk to with. Hands down. I don't see it. I'm going to be looking for notes. I'm going to be reading the post again. I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
I will. I'm actually gonna be at that fight, so I'll take some pictures and videos and send them to you guys if you want.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I
That
don't.
way, I can give you like a real idea of what it's like in there.
Yeah, that'd be badass, man. Is
Where's
that your
that fight
second
at?
one? Is that your second one or your third one?
This will be second.
That's fucking sweet, bro. I think that shit is so cool for you.
I'm pumped, man. I was gonna go to the Jan and Vera fight. Was it Jan and Vera? No,
Uh,
was it?
I don't know. Why? Either way, why didn't you go? Because you wanted
Because
to
my
go see.
buddy ended up going to the pay-per-view right after that
Oh,
instead.
I got you.
Yeah.
I. Got
Who was it? I thought it was going to be Jan and Vera, but why do I feel like Jan just fought fucking Marab?
you. Who did Marab take down 800 times?
Who did Vera just lose to? Was it Jan? Did Jan beat him and then turn around and that
No,
quick and lose?
no, fucking. Hold on.
I'm
'Cause
tripping.
yeah, and I'm not thinking about that guy right now. Let's see who Marab beat, just for the sake of knowing.
Marab beat Jan.
Marab. Yeah, Marab definitely beat Jan. And then who was the other guy you're asking about?
Vera.
Oh, Cheeto lost to
I think
fucking
he lost.
Sandhagen.
I
Yep,
know. Who'd he lose to?
Sandhagen.
Sandhagen.
Oh, Sanhagen. That's what it was. Okay. Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
just like,
Oh,
I know we just fucking lost. Who was it to?
I think Aljo, he's gonna fight in Boston against one of them. Let's go.
Bro, Aljo's calling. He's asking O'Malley to move it to fight week.
Oh,
No, that's all shit talk.
Yeah, I know, but still, it would be nice. It would be nice. What else you looking at on that card, Andrew?
As a
yo,
fan or as a better?
As a either or, you know what you're going to be on evens. Which one of them fights you eyeing up for next week? Which one?
I mean, in that perspective, I haven't looked at it, but I'm excited to see Tim Elliott fight. I'm wondering if he's going to come out with a different fire. So that's always Tim Elliott's always fucking fun to watch, in my opinion. So I'm
Bro,
excited for
so
that
here's
fight.
my problem.
and there's a
What's
Is he
up?
going to
narrative
be
there.
angry? Is he going to be beating the hell out of Kroom in his head in there, or is he going to
He's
be
got to.
getting beat up by Kroom in there? Does he know he's better than Kroom? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I know we look at fights in a very serious way when we bet. Bro, I cannot bet a dude going through that. I can't do it. I'm not saying I bet against him, but I can't do it. Men do not cope well with that shit. We don't. That's hard for
That's
me.
an honest take. I respect that.
Yeah, like man, it is not an insult to anybody. Like Mackenzie Dern going out there, beating the hell out of her, taking out aggression, being a new person. I didn't see it coming, but I'm not like overly surprised. I would be overly surprised to see a man going through that shit and go out there and handle his business. So I'm probably off of that fight. And then
Nah, you got it better. You got the edge right there.
nah, I don't think Altamirano's actually like great. Like he's a good striker, but like if Tim hugs him, plays touch butt, I don't.
Which is exactly what he's gonna fucking do.
Yeah,
And then he's
like
gonna get him to the ground. He's gonna beat the shit out of him.
yeah, and Altamirano will have to work very hard to get up, bro. Like there's guys that can get up easy. He will have to work very, very hard to get up. So like energy wise is what I'm trying to say. Like he will expend a lot of energy getting up. So I'm not on him. I am on. And I'm curious to see who like Dravi and Baby are on, and even you guys. I think Caceres is the play. I don't think Panetta is good, man. I
Wait,
don't think
Panetta
that
just fought recently, no? And fucked up everybody's parlay.
Panetta.
Think so. Wasn't he like plus 200 his last
Yeah,
fight?
he finished the dude in the last few months. I remember
Yeah,
Deathless was on that
Tucker
fight.
fucking Lutz though. Like how that fucked up everybody's parlay, I have no idea. Like I don't. Yeah, okay. So woohoo! Like he's not. He's not. He got the accidental eye poke overturned, right? And then he he was in PFL, and then he got 2 fights overturned for steroids, and then somehow left the PFL and made it into USADA clean a year later, less than a year later, like fucking 8 months later, and beat Herbert Burns, and then fucking Cub knocked him the fuck out. Like I don't think that dude's good, bro. I don't gotta like. That's just my case for now. Like I'll tape it. I'll have more next week, but the initial look, yeah, I'm on Leroy on that one, bro. I like Leroy all day. You guys can take Netta if you want, but I think Leroy is minus 160, and I think that that's like well justified. I seen so Grisham Lens is 125 plus 125 Lens minus 150 Grisham, and then where the fuck did the odds go? I'm sorry, I switched pages. Arlovsky and Mays is minus 105, minus 115. And then the Nurmagomedov fight versus Zaleski is minus 115, minus 105. And then Elise Reed versus Fry is 115, 105. These are at William Hill. I mean, everybody's similar, you know. We'll have global average probably by next week, so it'll be different when we talk about that. But like there's a lot of like what you would call by money fights, by betting fights. There's a bunch of pick'ems. Bunch of pick'ems.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a whole bunch of pick'ems because Dontel, Mays, and Reese, those are all pick'ems.
Yeah, like the steepest odds I see, at least at William Hill. So I'm trying to look everywhere and scan because we don't have all our features yet. But I think that you've got Gamar at minus 320, 315, 323. He's probably the biggest favorite, and then everybody else is substantially under that.
I got
Vinny, what you
340.
watching over there? I hear Vinny's TV got romance music or something. What's going on over there?
Sorry, man. I just turned it down.
He's watching them Celtics kick ass, baby. Let's
No,
go Celtics.
I was watching.
uh,
I was watching the McGregor on Netflix. Have you
Oh
seen
yeah.
it?
so
Nah, I haven't seen that yet. That
I
looks
yeah, I
pretty good.
haven't watched that yet either. I'll probably knock that out this week. Is it good?
I was just watching the first episode. It was all right. I mean, I don't like McGregor. I was going to tell you because I know you love him.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. The fighter I'm probably highest on this whole card that I will be taping. Like, if I can get you boys to do tape next week, the one I'll be signing up for is the Jamie Malarkey, uh,
Grum,
Garami.
right?
Yeah,
I was just
bro.
about to ask you, like, that's a good fight. I don't think
Fuck
Malarkey
good
should be
fight.
that big. Like, he's
Garam is
plus
about to whoop
270.
his ass, bro.
You think?
Over Malarkey?
Fuck
Yeah.
yes,
Nah, I
Who
bro.
the
know
hell's
he's good. He's definitely.
So
Kuntalazi?
here's my real argument, right? I'm super high on Ismagulov and I'm super high on Gamrot. He is 1-1 fighting them two dudes in his UFC debut, and he took both of them to split decision. I'm Yeah. Unless tape shows me something obviously glaring that Jamie Malarkey is going to do, you're going to have a hard time convincing me on that one, man. Hard time. And even at minus 300, I'll fucking probably parlay that dude in a bunch of parlays. Like, it's just for as a parlay better, not a money line better. I am a parlay better. That's the type of juice that, like, oh, bro, you get to juice everything with it. Like, even if it's just a little bit. And if you understand parlays, like, they're worth more in the back end. So, like, if you hit a couple of legs early and stack some better odds up, so the number that you're going into that fight with is higher, even at minus 300, it can juice your parlay pretty good into the next bet, right? So, like, I'm not at this point, unless tape shows me something glaringly different, I will have him all over the place, and I'm looking for his edge so that I can try to actually bet him on prop alone, heavy. Um, and again, I know the edge is good decision. No, fuck that. The dudes he went to decision with, Jamie Malarkey, is not on their level, bro. He is not. He is not on their level, in my opinion.
Kai Car France is on this fight too, on this card.
Yeah, I know.
Against Albazi. Come on.
What do you mean? Come on. What does that mean?
I don't know. It's kind of like a pick 'em, but they got Kai Car France at a minus 102. And this is my book.
Bro, if you go to Bet Online right now, Cara France is plus 106. Albazi is minus 127.
Wow.
Yeah.
That line shop right there.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have the line tracker feature in the week or two, too. I'll have all that shit. Like, I know right now, if anybody's on the Cap MMA, it's
We're not
just
going to
base.
need Tapology pretty soon. We're going to be just going to the real
We won't
website
need
now.
Tapology. We won't need Best Fight Odds. We won't need any of it. We'll have everything all of them fuckers have. All
Love it.
for ourselves. Talk about our own stuff when we look at it. Andrew. He's in.
Yo,
So what's your lock of the night next week?
I don't have a lock yet, but I am definitely leaning over on that Arlovsky and Mays fight.
Yeah. That's easy to me. I'll
Uh,
probably
I like Elise Reed before tape. Um, I like Tim Elliott before tape. And I think that's kind of it for now. I'll probably end up taking the over on that Silva and Souza fight too, pre-tape.
the over, huh?
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I'm not gonna go big argument on it, but Silva is I like her a lot. I like her quite a bit.
You just have a
Catlin.
thing for Silvas, don't you?
Yeah, yep, I do. Either one of them.
And Brazilians.
Either
Brazilian
one.
girls.
Either one of them. I'm pretty high on both of them. Man, would have been nice to see them on the same card together. People could have confused them and then won money on both fights. That would have been great.
Yo, I got a question for you and Andrew.
What you got?
So how about this fight? Do you guys think the over on it? And who do you think wins for the Abuber Nurmagomedov versus Elizu Zelensky dos Santos? Sheesh.
Abu Bakar.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That's Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov. That is Khabib's cousin,
Yep.
actual blood cousin. Has trained with him for many years. I am not I'm not overly high on him. Personally, like I'm not like, oh, he's some great talent. But I'm also not that way on Santos. So, or Dos Santos, what is it? Zaleski, right?
Yep. I
He's
mean, that's
not
why.
like,
My fault. You could go. My fault.
no, I was gonna say he's not a great talent from what we've seen, bro. Like he had a good run early on, I remember that, but like he's struggled lately. I know that. So I don't know. I would probably lean their Magnum Madoff, but I don't know even know if that's a fight that I'll tape and bet. I don't know. What are you looking at on that fight, Andrew?
I haven't looked at that one at all.
How about the
Like,
over? Over the 1.5.
Oh,
probably.
yeah, most likely. I mean, man, even when you look at it statistically, so one, two, three. So it here in Santos's UFC run, distance, round one, round two, round one, distance. Nurmagomedov, round one, distance. Statistically speaking, them boys are very likely to go over 1.5. And I know that some people say that that shit is a dumb way to cap a fight. I have capped many overs looking at the actual numbers, looking at average fight time. So like we will have this for ourselves soon too. But when you go to we will literally have, I promise you boys, we will have all this shit. If you so Abu Bakar in the UFC in 3 fights averages 10 minutes 57 seconds a fight. So he averages into the third round. And then if you look at Santos, he's got a gang of UFC fights, probably here, I'll just tell you. I think it's 12. I'm not going to make you sit there. I think it's 12, right? Um, his average fight time over that 10 to 12 fights is 12 minutes 7 seconds. So both of them boys are averaging into the third round, right? And then I'll just literally look at the other stats. So statistically speaking, one guy throws out 4.5 and absorbs 3.2, and one guy throws out 1 and absorbs 2.5. That's not a real edge either way. Both have similar striking defense. Both have similar striking offense. Nurmagomedov averages an extra takedown per 15 minutes. Takedown accuracy is below 50% for both. Takedown defense is above 50% for both. Like sometimes you can look at basic numbers and it doesn't always pay, but like that's an over 1.5 fight for me all day. With no tape, if I'm building a parlay, I would take that shit on over 1.5. That's honest to God. Yeah, I just would. Like some people might say that that's silly, but I've done it a lot of times. Like you could have taken the Dern Hill fight over 1.5, over 2.5, just looking at it. Like you can just see it. So like I don't know. I don't think you can cap winners that way. I don't think you can cap um, you know, props or like finishes rather. Looking at it that way, I don't think like some guys are like, oh well, he's got 9 knockouts and no this, that, and it adds up. Like I don't do that math, but like I do overs that way a lot. And I got no shame to say it to people. It's people fighters have tendencies, man. If a dude's got fucking 15 fights in the UFC and averages 12 minutes a fight, that tells you unless the dude that he's fighting for some reason you think can finish him early, which I don't, because I know Abu Bakar, I've watched him fight. I don't think he can. I would take that shit. I wouldn't call it no lock of the night though, but I would take that shit. I bet you
Nah,
the odds
I'm gonna
on it are
take it.
ass.
I'm, I'm gonna take it with yours, like with the ones that you guys brought up too.
Yeah, I think that Arlovsky is a good one. And man, I think the first three fights on the card or every other number one, if you go to UFCstats.com, number 1, 3, and 5, I think them shits all go over 1.5. Lynn's fight, Fry fight, Arlovsky fight. My problem with that is that sometimes, bro, you can go and you can add up all the over 1.5s on a card, and the odds still suck. You got to hit all 13 of them for plus 700, plus 800, plus 600. Like, I know some people are like, those are great odds, bro. You got to hit every fucking fight on the card for that. Like, I'm not doing that.
True. You just need like a couple to make a plus, like plus 200 or plus 100, and that's it.
So I'm like a plus 600 to like I try to get in. I try to find parlays that are like plus 5 to 800 on 3 to 4 legs without like trying to pick wild shit. And if I can't get it there, I might just leave it be. A lot of small parlays that I could probably be hammering if I was more dedicated to betting. Um, I just let go. I don't bet them. I don't know. I just don't bet them. I don't know why. I don't bet like that. I've always said that. I'm not interested to bet like that. It's not like I couldn't. I don't know. If I got 1-2 bets on the week, if they're parlays, I'm just as happy as if I got fucking 8 money line bets. I know it's weird, but it is what it is. You guys seen Chimaev Usman 294 October?
It's so far away. I just don't really care.
Wait, it's booked? Like it's official?
No.
Chimaev says it's gonna be.
Yeah, Chimaev says a lot of things.
Yeah, I know, but they won't. They're not letting him go up to do catch weight. It seems like they want to lock him in. October's Abu Dhabi, right?
I think so.
If it's Abu Dhabi, I'd say that fight's probably good to go. Them dudes are both stars over there. But I think this is man, listen, I'm not taking away from the fact that I think Chimaev can beat him, but man, this is probably the best Usman in the last 5 years for him to fight. I'll say that.
Bro, what are you on?
What do you mean?
Dude, Usman's coming off of 2 L's, and he did
Yeah,
not
yeah,
look
yeah.
very good in his last fight.
That's what I mean.
One
The
was a
best.
robbery, though.
No. I meant this is the best version of Usman for him to fight. Is what I meant.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. I
Yeah, I
got you.
probably didn't spit
No,
that
no,
out right.
that's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah, I feel like all right. If you ever thought he couldn't beat Usman, you don't think that now is what I'm saying. Like right now, he probably fucking manhandles Usman, bro. I don't even know why Usman. I feel like Usman right now is that dude like that don't know when to quit. Done been beat twice. He's like, nah, coach, fuck that. Put me in against the biggest guy, bro. I don't care. I'm gonna keep going. Like, bro, pump your fucking brakes, man. That is a bad fight for him, in my opinion.
What would you say the odds would be for the fight for both?
I'm gonna actually assume that Chimaev. It might. I don't think it will open with Chimaev as a big favorite. I don't think it will. And if it doesn't, I will fucking sincerely hammer Chimaev.
Bro, he's going to be at least 2-1.
You think he'll go off minus 200?
Yeah. I do.
I think at minus 200, everything you're willing to bet on that card, you just put on him. Just
On Hamzat? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just
That's what I'm
everything
saying.
you.
At least. It's going to be at least 200.
Yeah, I understand.
Like I'm probably being
Inside the
conservative.
bro, you hunt for the fuck up line. So like it sucks, Andrew. I'm not talking shit. You don't have DraftKings, so I have the luxury of I can hunt DraftKings and wait for them. So they'll start posting the lines through the week. Like the main event will get all the lines maybe Wednesday, right? And then the co-main and a couple other fights will get them Thursday, and they all start piling in, right? Sometimes you'll see like Hamzat to knockout will be to be shit odds, or submission will be shit odds, but then you'll go find by submission or knockout, and you'll get the same odds on it, and you can hammer it. Like you can just go hunt for like, I guess, better bets for your same odds, because guys don't bet all the fucking props down, so, or bet them up. So like that's one of them fights, bro. I don't think I'll be betting anything on that card except for Chimaev. I like whatever I'm ready to bet on that card. I bet you I just dump it all on Chimaev. I don't. Yeah, he'll fucking. I think he kills Usman right now. Bad,
Yep.
bad.
And the bookies know it.
All right, so serious take. Does anybody think Henry beats Merab?
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man.
Bro, wrestling is his world.
I don't know if Henry's got that gas tank right now, bro. Maybe I'm wrong.
It'd be fun to watch.
I don't feel like he's got that gas tank right now. Aussie, I see you hopping in down there. What's happening? Yeah, I don't. Maybe that's not one I'm overly worried about. Kevin Lee's fighting Renat Fakhradimov.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that, mate?
Dude who's gonna whoop his ass.
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
I don't know why Kevin Lee always likes taking just super hard fights, man.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, oh, fuck. Him and Usman been hanging out. Yeah, fuck it. I'll fight Renat. Just give me that contract. All right, bro. Jan AP. It's Jan all day, right? Like nobody in here is on AP. Like I'm not challenging. Like I'm asking you to tell me. Anybody on AP?
I mean, it's possible. He can definitely put his lights out.
I agree.
Maybe.
He got that knockout power.
And he might
Bro,
be
Jan's
huge
almost
at
40 years
205.
old, bro.
What's the odds again?
I don't see any odds posted for that anywhere yet. There might be some early odds, but like, yeah, nothing that I see.
Do you think Yan's gonna sit there and bang with him?
No, he's gonna fucking hump him like he did. Oh, wait. Why are there odds on Chimaev Covington from Unibet? If you go in Australia right now, there's lines on Chimaev versus Covington. That's fucking weird. No, their lines are fucked up because they've got Valentino versus like nobody. So something's fucked up about Unibook, and it's not my coding. My coding is right. So something's fucked up about their futures. Trying to see if any of the regions have it forward. Man, Robert Whitaker is minus 400. Holy shit.
Versus Duplessis?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Minus 400, bro. What the fuck?
Damn,
Bro, the
someone threw
bookies
the
aren't
mortgage.
dumb, man. They're saying, nope, we're not losing money on this shit. You can go ahead and bet them.
Bro, listen. Here's the 290 main events right now in Leo Vegas bets, whatever Leo Vegas is, okay? It's minus 500 Volkanovski, minus 420 Whitaker. Those are the worst, but everybody else is like 350 and 450. Like, fuck.
I like Volk, and I think he's gonna win anyways. But 5-1, there's no fucking way that's real. There's no
Oh,
fucking way. There's no
so
fucking way that's real.
if you're in the UK, he is 4.5-1 or better at every one of their books. If you go over to the Europe books, he is 4.5-1 or better. In the Australian books, he is 4.35-1 or better. And in the US, it is 4.35 or better everywhere. It's 4.35 pretty much everywhere. He's minus 220 or minus 426 is his worst odd, and that's at low vig. But like, I feel like I'm not even like trying to sound like I have a problem, bro. That's crazy disrespectful to Rodriguez. That dude is more talented than being a fucking plus 350 in this fucking title unification bout. I don't know. I know I don't like Volk. I know I don't like him, and I talk shit about him, but that just seems crazy to me. So you guys watch a little boxing. Spence Crawford got booked for July 29th.
Against Earl Spencer.
Yeah.
Finally.
So it's going to go head to head with Poirier Gaethje. Dana will fucking bury them. I think that was a horrible day for them to decide to go. They announced that shit right after fucking Dana decided that or announced is that 292? I don't know which card it is. I just know it's on July 30th. It's 291, right? Yeah, I don't know why they announced that fight that day. Any of you boys watch Katie Taylor fight? Yeah.
You said who?
Did you watch Katie Taylor fight?
I don't know who that is.
Boxing match. No worries, bro. No worries. She
What about
lost.
the Lomachenko fight though?
Yeah, I didn't watch it live. I seen some highlights. I thought Lomachenko had some nice looks. I didn't watch all the rounds, so I don't know about the cards, bro. I don't know. But the little bit I've seen, I thought Lomachenko looked good. I think I watched the majority of 4 rounds. Like I was kind of finding snippets of it after it was kind of talked about. I don't care enough. But from what I seen, I thought Loma looked good, but I have no idea. I didn't see the whole fight. People are saying it was a robbery. But then those people are saying if it went the other way, other people be calling it a robbery. So I don't know. For the record, John Jones would fucking kill Tyson Fury if they got locked.
Hey, Tyson Fury calls the shots, so it's not going over there.
Bro, Tyson Fury pumps his brakes. That's the truth. Tyson Fury pumps his fucking brakes, bro. He goes on social media talking, Joe Rogan, I heard what you said, or whatever the fuck he says. And he's like, I could get locked in a room with any man on the planet, and I'm coming out one piece, or whatever the fuck he says, right? Then John Jones goes on social media and is like, oh, well, we should fight then. Then Tyson Fury goes back on social media and says, I'm no cage fighter. Motherfucker, you just said if you got locked in a room with somebody, anybody on the planet, you'd come out you'd come out the winner, the victor. And then I'm not a cage fighter. You could come box me. Tyson Fury is a bitch. That's what I have to say. He's a bitch for that shit. He's a bitch. John Jones beat his motherfucking ass.
Joe, tell me how you really feel.
I do. That is how I really feel. Fuck. That is exactly how I really feel. Fuck him. Tired
That's
of these
funny.
boxers calling out MMA fighters to MMA to box, bro. They're not one fucking skill set. They're fighters. Get a skill set, motherfucker. That's how I feel.
It's marketing, bro. That's all it is.
I know. I don't.
It's just
I know.
marketing.
I feel like
It's
if
every time, like one thing that kills me is, when they're interviewing like a Bellator champion or like a Bellator fighter, and they're like, or no, yeah, the Bellator champion. They'll just ask him like, "Do you believe you're the best, whatever fucking weight class you're in the world?" Yeah, I feel like I could beat anyone. I could even beat those guys in the UFC. You can tell them to come get it, and it's just like, dude, stop. But it's marketing, it's media, so it's like I get it.
yeah, who he I'd call it Dylan Dennis esque. That's how
Hey,
big I see him to John
he's
Jones.
training with Pereira though, with AP.
Yeah, that would go real far with John Jones. I'm so worried about it. We know how John Jones changed Glover's whole career, and we know how Glover trains AP. So that's what I have to say about that. John Jones
You
changed
funny.
the trajectory of fucking Glover's career. That's real life, bro. They were both the big hype. Glover was Chuck's undiscovered training partner and gonna be the next guy. John Jones was the greatest talent the UFC ever seen. And then nobody ever heard of fucking Glover for another 5 years. It seemed like 6 years. I'm not even trying to be an ass, bro. Like it just buried him. Division just fucking smoked by. So Jamal Hill says he'd whoop AP's ass. You guys scratch that or bet that. Just in a nutshell. You take that or you scratch that.
I mean, I would definitely entertain it. I'm not saying I would take AP, but I could definitely see him winning for sure. There's definitely a route. He's an absolute 100% better kickboxer. So
Oh,
I
so
don't know
you're
how
saying
Jamal's going to be able to deal with all those kicks.
no, I'm saying Jamal Hill says he'd whoop AP's ass. So you think you wouldn't take that shit?
I wouldn't bet it, no, but I could see it happen.
So Hill also says he'll whoop Yuri's ass. You think he whoops Yuri's ass?
Yes.
All right. So I know it's going around the group and it's actually on some videos online and shit, right? So 185 is booked, except Izzy. So if it's Izzy versus Hill, I don't think Jamal can get Izzy, man. I don't think he can. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong.
You mean if they fought?
Yeah, I don't think he can beat him. I don't think Jamal could beat Izzy.
I mean, outside of catching him.
Yeah, he could catch him. Okay, that could always happen. There's the puncher's chance, but we're not guys that have to have that stupid ass discussion. We know that, right? So like fuck the dumbass puncher chance shit. Just if it's a fight, if the fight goes any type of distance, bro, do you think that he could actually fucking stand in there and go with Izzy? Because
Well,
I don't see
Gary
that he
made
No,
a
can
I,
wrestle.
great point earlier. Gary made a great point about him if he was just smarter and, clinched him up and held him on the cage, he could win rounds. But that's the thing. He's not a smarter fighter than Izzy. Izzy always has good game plans.
What's going on,
Yeah.
boys?
What's happening, bud?
What's up,
Oh man,
Thomas?
What's
trying
hap-
to get
What's
into
going on, Phils? Yeah, I was
you
gonna jump on
today.
that one and say I think stylistically that's a bad matchup for Jamal Hill, man.
Yeah, that's me. Like I just like there's a lot of fights I really like Jamal. Man, that's not a good fight for him in my opinion.
wait. What fight is that again? I'm sorry. I'm jumping in on a discussion.
That's all right. If Hill so 185's booked up. That's going all around social media, all around the groups, right? So that leaves Izzy with no one to fight. If Izzy goes up to fight Jamal, Who you got?
Uh, I haven't seen Jamal be a champion long enough to just say that he could handle a guy like Israel Adesanya. I mean, like Adesanya, he's greatness, bro. Like, yeah, he got knocked out and got caught up in the Pereira fight, but I mean, he got that shit back and overcame that shit. I mean, to me, that's legendary shit, bro. That separates the great ones from everyone else. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, Jamal's gonna be bigger than him for sure, And I didn't think Blachowicz was gonna do what he did to Izzy. I thought Izzy would just piece him up all 5 rounds, but I'd probably still stick on Izzy's side, bro. I don't think that's that great of a fight for Jamal Hill personally, but um, with that being said, it's very interesting to see what happens with that because apparently, Jerry and Hill are supposed to be co-lining Boston.
Yeah,
So,
so here's what you missed just seconds before you got here. I said Jamal Hill says he would whoop AP's ass. Would you scratch that or bet it? Take it or bet it.
fuck, dude. I don't know, bro. Like I
So
think Alex Pereira got skill, bro. Like I think people are underestimating him at light heavyweight, bro. Because you got to remember he's a lot bigger than a lot of these middleweights. So I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I feel like it'd be a good little fight.
I feel like he'll be way more aggressive than AP. I think he could be more aggressive. So then the follow up was Hill also says he could whoop Yuri's ass. You scratch that or bet that.
I I'm a big fan of Yuri, man, but I think Hill wins that fight, bro. I don't know what I just Jamal Hill. I mean, I know he beat up Glover, but I mean, and that we're not throwing disrespect on Glover's name, but like, I mean, he looked good, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's the whole thing. I don't know what they're gonna do with Izzy, bro. To be honest with you, but I do think that Hill beats Yuri personally. I don't know what you guys think, but that's just me, and I haven't taped it or anything like that. I'm just going based off like first thought.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he'll beat Yuri, but Yuri is a little bit too out there, too careless, and I think Jamal can catch him, man.
So I think I'm not shitting. Like I think he could too. I think he's strong enough. I think he could. I think he could.
I
I
think they could both beat each other, bro. Respectfully.
Yeah, that's one of them fights. That's kind of where I'm at. Like either guy could get either guy. Like I'm not overly high on either side. I would be high on. I do think Izzy is the more skilled striker than Hill, though. Like if them two fight, but if Hill cuts right and goes in heavy and Izzy won't, he'll just be bigger and stronger, bro. And I think that'll be enough for him to get it done.
Now, not to change the subject, but it's kind of the same subject. But what do you guys really think that they do with Israel Adesanya at this point? Because if Yuri and Hill are going to fight, right, then moving up to light heavyweight just doesn't make sense to Adesanya. In my opinion, there's nothing for him there. I mean, if he's going to go up, he's going to fight for a belt. But like Chimaev and Usman, the UFC's working on getting that fight done for Abu Dhabi on 294. So it's like
Yep.
every single fighter in the top 10 is booked up in middleweight right now, except for Izzy. Chimaev's about to get this Usman fight at 170 probably, if that's the plan, which that's what everyone seems to think it is at 294. So if Usman fights Chimaev, then Chimaev's not coming up to middleweight. So it's like, what's the plan for him? Now, this is just something that crossed my mind. Bilal deserves a title shot at welterweight after his win over Gilbert, Hate Bilal, don't matter. He deserves a title shot. He deserves it more than Colby Covington. What if Dana says, you know what, Colby? We'll give you the shot at 185 against Adesanya, and Bilal's going to get the title fight against Edwards.
Actually, one of the subjects I have jotted down here is that Bilal says that he thinks Colby's getting nervous because he thinks he's going to get pushed in front of Colby for the next title shot. He said that's what he feels like is going on right now. Like he's going to get pushed ahead.
But Dana's so adamant about giving Colby a title shot. So, and there has been talks about Colby moving up to 85 in the past. So, like, I wonder if that's the fight that they're
Colby,
trying to
yeah,
make, bro.
Colby going up would make a lot of sense. He's tall enough. You know, I'm not saying he's as tall as Izzy. He's tall enough. I think he's probably
Dude, going up to middleweight makes zero sense for Colby. He barely has to cut weight to go to welterweight. It makes no sense.
So here's what I want to say, though.
Guys are bigger than him at 185. Guys are stronger than him at 185. Nah. So he's going to get that title shot. You know, dude, you know he made that deal with Dana. I don't know how much he got paid, but you know he's getting paid to drop those fucking charges.
So I think Izzy won't have to wait long. I think that they will push a guy up the rankings, and he will either fight Abyss Magomedov or he will fight Ikram Aliskerov.
Man, fuck all that. Just fucking
Joe, remember,
bro.
Fuck all that.
Listen, bro. All he needs is
Izzy needs a dance partner in UFC Sydney, man.
Listen, bro. All he needs is for one of them. So, even if Costa, they could arguably, because now the trilogy, but whatever, they could. Costa versus Ikram is 291, and Abyss is fighting Strickland July 1st. So if either one of them guys come out of there even minorly unscathed, they're guys in the top 10 now that Izzy hasn't beaten, which that's the big problem, that will take that fight right away in time for Izzy to fight in Sydney. Like, those are the two guys I think are the guys. And worst case scenario, they both win, and either one of them can get the title shot. Strickland will be a good sell for trash talking, and Costa, well, they can just run that one back because for whatever godforsaken fucking reason, they can run that one back.
You're saying Strickland and Izzy?
Any four of them. Any of those four.
I don't know, bro.
Whoever wins and comes out the least scathed is Izzy's next fight in Australia. That's just my opinion.
I just think, like, I don't know, bro. I think that the UFC...
Yo, Joe, that Australia card is in September, man. Like, how do any of those guys make it? That's 5 months away.
What they should have done, bro, is booked it a little bit differently and just had, I mean, I know a lot of people would probably disagree with this. They probably should have just did the Izzy and Dreekis thing, bro.
Yeah,
like,
they should have.
There's beef there. Izzy hasn't fought him yet. Like, I don't know, bro. I felt like that fight just made sense at the time. Like, I
actually think the UFC wants Whitaker to get the W, and even though Izzy beat him twice, they know they can run them trilogies now, and I think that they want Whitaker Izzy 3 in Sydney.
Boo!
But they don't
fucking
care
trash.
It will.
Fuck what Andrew's talking about, bro. Just put Colby against Izzy, bro. I just want to see it. Let's do it.
Man.
So Izzy and Colby will sell the fuck out of a pay-per-view, in my opinion.
I think Strickland Izzy sell bigger.
Yeah, but after what AP did to fucking Strickland, bro, I think Izzy will beat his ass.
Yeah, but after the or after the press conference where all three of them sat there, bro, I think that
That
shit.
shit was funny.
That shit was hysterical, bro. Yeah, that shit was great. So Tony Ferguson is gonna fight Bobby Green, right? Fine,
You.
fine. We've already discussed it. Fine, bro. Why Anthony Smith goes on air, Believe You Me podcast or YouTube channel, whatever the fuck it is, Believe You Me, right? And says Tony looked really good and was winning the exchanges against Chandler. I think he won the first round. What the fuck was he watching? Looked really good.
Hey,
Tony
I
looked
kind of agree.
geriatric
Hey,
as
hey,
fuck.
hey, I agree a little bit with that statement.
Wait, and what fight, Joe?
The Chandler fight.
You know what, bro? Tony might have won that fight because he got the knockdown the first round.
He did not look good, bro.
Yeah, but in the first round, bro, he got that knockdown, bro. He might have actually won that first round. That might actually not be that bad of a statement. And I was there at that fight live. And I mean, obviously, being there in the crowd, it's kind of harder than on
Oh yeah,
TV to like
you
watch a
have no
fight.
idea. Yeah,
But
you
like
and I
to
both know.
but like looking from it when he dropped Chandler and just like the way he was moving, like I thought he won the first round being in the crowd. But I mean, that's just me.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I don't understand it. Usman, how you doing tonight, bud?
What's going on?
No, we don't let Usman talk.
What's
Nope. Put
going
your hand
on,
down.
guys? What's going on? No, I think with that Tony first round, I think there's a difference between looking good and looking I don't know. For me, as a big Tony fan, I was really happy about that round because he didn't look like he was afraid to take punishment. Like he was willing to get in there, and that's how he got the knockdown. You know what I mean? He was willing to get into the exchanges. I felt like before, whether it was the Beneil Dariush fight or the Charles Oliveira fight, it was like Tony became all defense and just said, "Yeah, hold me on the ground, and I'll just throw up some fake shit just so that we can stay scrambling a little bit." Like it felt like Tony
So
didn't want to get hit. In the Chandler fight, I think he got that knockdown because he didn't look good. He still looked washed, but he felt confident in there again. You know what I mean? It felt I don't know. It felt like he was there to fight. Maybe I think that's what everybody means by he looked good.
I don't think at this point in Tony's career any fight's good for him. Like I'm looking at this Bobby Green fight and I'm like, okay, he could beat Bobby Green maybe, but like I feel like Bobby Green's about to beat his ass. Like Tony's like to me, Tony's just I hate seeing fighters like Tony Ferguson go out like this, bro. Like you are supposed to be, one of the people think of him as a legend. Yeah, he didn't win a I don't think I mean, he didn't win no like real belt or anything like that, but like I mean, Tony was the man, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I hate fucking watching fight. Like, him and Nate, when they fought, dude, and I'm a Nate Diaz fan myself, and I know a lot of you aren't a fan of Nate, but I'm a Tony Ferguson fan too. I'm like, dude, you guys look like you guys both weigh 295 pounds slow as shit. Like, I don't know, bro.
Man, I was in the building for Tony versus Beneil, and I know I went on the not a rant or I was telling y'all about why I'm okay with Tony fighting a couple weeks ago or whenever we were talking about it. But Jesus, being in that fucking arena when Tony came out, like as a diehard Tony fan, it was kind of weird feeling it felt like all of us were trying to will a fucking win on Tony right there. He came out and the crowd was fucking going crazy. And it just sucks that I feel like he's gotten so much more of this appreciation while he's on a fucking 5-loss streak.
listen, I want to be very clear about something while we're all sitting here talking. I want to be clear about this. So at 52 seconds, 1 minute and 8 seconds into round one of Chandler versus Ferguson, he did not knock Michael Chandler down. The punch doesn't even fucking touch Michael Chandler. Chandler tripped. I'm watching it. I've just watched it in replay fucking 12 times while Cade was talking. He didn't punch him. He's not credited with the knockdown on UFCstats.com. He didn't knock him down. Fucking Chandler fell. I could try to figure out how to post a YouTube link if I need to, but he did not knock his ass down. That is not legit. I'll post the damn video. You go to 15 minutes and I think 12 seconds in. I'm about to post this video right here. How do I?
Andrew, boo this man. Boo this man, Andrew. Tell him we don't like that.
Nah. You're gonna
Bro,
like
you
this.
know what side of the fence I'm on with this one. Come on now.
Bro, he didn't knock him down. What do you want me to tell you? He did not knock him down.
Oh, dude, what? Have you ever heard me say anything positive about Tony in his last 5 fights, bro?
He did not knock him down.
No, he got his ass whooped. Chandler murked him.
No, I could have sworn Tony got him down one time, but then
he did not get him down. That is,
I swear
I'm
he
posting
did.
the link. I'm posting the link right now.
He wasn't that bad, and then Chandler just caught him with that foot.
You can go to the video I just posted in the chat. If someone can post it in the group, because I can't do it on my phone right now. And you can go to 15 minutes and 12 seconds into that video, I think it is, or right around there. It's right close to there, but you want to go to when there's 1 minute into the first round exactly, which is at like 15 minutes into that video, and press play and watch real close, because Tony does not knock his ass down. And Tony is not credited with that knockdown either, boys. I'm sorry. Tony Ferguson knocked down Michael Chandler in his geriatric years. Get the fuck out of here. What are you guys talking about?
You said in his geriatric years. That's fucking great.
It is what
I
it
mean,
is.
to be fair, he didn't get credited with it, but from the crowd, it looked like he knocked his ass down.
I bet it did.
Man, I don't even care. Like, I don't even know why you guys are arguing that, because like three fucking minutes later, that dude got sent to another dimension.
It's not arguable because I'm looking at it right now and he didn't fucking knock him down, but from the crowd, it looked like it.
Yeah, so it probably felt like it live because he swings and he punches Mike on the hand and Mike trips at the same fucking time. Like, Mike trips on his feet, and when he gets ready to go down, Tony swings and clips Mike's hand.
It doesn't matter anyway because Mike fucking ended his career.
Dude, at least I thought that was going to be the one where he's going to be like, all right, maybe it is time. And then he's like, nope, we're doing it again.
I legitimately wish that I could bet that Bobby Green will outland him 2-1, because I would bet it.
Bobby's going to beat him, bro.
He's going to beat the fucking
dude,
brakes off
he's going out like one of my favorites, bro, and it's just fucking depressing to watch.
Who's one of your favorites?
BJ Penn, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. I was just about to say that name.
BJ Penn
bro,
is my
he ruined himself, bro. He finished his career with, 18 losses, Andrew?
No, I think he had a 7-loss streak, which is the longest in UFC history.
Jesus fuck, dude. And you know what, man?
But
he was so great, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like anyone who started watching UFC after 2015, they have no idea who Tony was, because he just now chooses to do this dumb shit and won't let it go. Because he was actually nice, you know what I mean?
So I've posted this a long time ago in other social medias, bro. So who, in retrospect now, Aldo did the 135 thing, so I took him out of the discussion. So I guess Anderson Silva, people are going to say, but the boxing. Okay. Remove the Jake Paul fight, right? BJ Penn, Anderson Silva, Chuck Liddell. It is very hard to argue who fucking destroyed a Hall of Fame legacy worse out of them three guys, bro. It's All of them. They fucking destroyed what they built, bro. Anderson Silva just kept getting beat up. Chuck Liddell wanted to go out on a win, and then Dana gives him a fucking win after Dana told him he should stop fucking fighting. And he goes out there and gets knocked the fuck out again, bro. Like,
Bro, I fucking cried my baby at Chuck was my favorite fighter when I was growing up. I fucking cried when fucking Rashad knocked his ass out because as a fan, as a kid, I was a kid, knew that was the end of Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, listen, I'm not being funny. Is that the one where he shit his pants?
I'm not sure, dude, but I know Rashad fucking just put his ass. I mean, it was a clean knockout.
It was either Rashad or Quentin. So Rampage put him out,
The
right?
chin was
Then he
gone.
lost. Then he lost to Keith Jourdain, and then he took Vanderlei to a decision, right? But you already knew. If you knew, you already knew Chuck's not Chuck no more, right? Bro,
Well,
then Rashad
Chuck was
knocks
a
him out.
chin. Chuck was a chin, Joe.
Rhino.
Wait, hold on. Rhino, isn't it like past your bedtime or something, old
No,
man?
I've got like
He's not working.
fucking 5 minutes. I'll have you know, Andrew.
He said
I'll
5
take
minutes.
it. I'll take the 5. I'll take it.
What's up,
Bro,
Rhino? How you doing,
guys
man?
doing tonight? Guys are talking about bedtime
not bad.
stories. It sounds cute.
So Chuck went out in his last 8 documented fights. He lost 6 of them bitches, and he got knocked out 5 of them. 5. So then you got Anderson Silva, who, let me see if I can get over to him quickly. And of course, it doesn't want to fucking load. Anderson, the Spider Silva. That's that fucking guy. Go to his profile.
Oh, we got D
Tab out.
baby in here. He can't even talk about fights from like 3 weeks ago. Just tell us.
D Baby's about to come in here and start crying about
Oh,
how
bro.
fucking Loma
So
won
maybe
or
it's
lost.
Anderson. Maybe it's Anderson. KO Weidman, Nick Diaz, no contest. That was steroids, right? Bisbing decision loss. Cormier decision loss. He UD'd Brunson, lost to Izzy, got KO'd by Cantonier, KO'd by Uriah. So 3-5 out of 6. Fuck, dude. 7 out of his last 9 he dropped, and one of the 2 wins was fucking PEDs.
What are we talking about?
Bro.
Fucking Chase Hopper or fucking
Yeah,
goddamn?
I mean,
Anderson Silva.
Just joking.
I don't, bro. I'm one of those fans, dude, where like, and I know it's a lot of people won't agree with this. Fighters that chose to fight when it should have been done for them and they lose
needed
these
the
fights.
money.
I don't even count it against them, bro, because I feel like none of these people will understand what those people were capable of when they were in their prime.
But
Yeah.
it's hard to fucking argue that, no? Because like they didn't have to also compete with like higher competition because they had more fucking value. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to really try to say that because like just because some other guy got a shot and he knocked somebody out, it makes it really different in the competition field. There's so many competitions and there's so many people out there trying to get a shot that it's so tough, and you have to bring that into it for the guys that do get the shot.
Me, when I met Rashad Evans at Super Bowl week, this is for everyone. We actually talked about that Chuck Liddell fight. And he told me, he goes, I didn't even mean to throw that punch, bro. He goes, the way Chuck would swing was so different to fight him because of the way his angles were. So he's like, I thought he was coming a completely different way. He goes, and I went to go throw my right hand, and then I just like followed it up with my left, and I didn't even think I was going to connect, and it just landed perfectly and knocked him out. Then my follow-up question to Rashad was, do you think you fought the best version of Chuck Liddell? Can anyone guess his answer?
What did he say? Just
No,
tell.
no, no.
He said no.
I'm sure no. Jesus Christ, bro. BJ Penn in his last 11 fights, 9 losses, 1 draw, 1 win. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, dude, I would have threw money against his ass. Fuck.
Damn.
Fuck you guys, man.
Dude, I fucking love PJ Penn.
Bro, you know who actually everybody hated him for it, but went out on his own terms, and I fucking love him for it? GSP.
Oh, no, he was
He's still a
probably,
pussy.
dude, he had to be one of the most frustrating fucking fighters to watch in the history of the UFC.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
such
so
a
obnoxious,
pussy.
man. I
Oh,
couldn't.
dude, you're just hating on greatness.
No, I love him,
Bro, he
and
would
I think
fight
he
like
is
once every
amazing.
fucking 5 years, man. It was insane.
I give him GOAT status and shit like that because I understand the money situation and the steroid, allocations and totally truth aspect of that. But like GSP still fought like a bitch in like a lot of fights, even though it was like completely dominating guys because he was the best technical MMA fighter I've ever watched. But he still retired too soon. And I really don't like the reason why he retired.
Better to do it too soon than too late.
Understandable. Still disagree. And that's all I got to say about that.
I'll put it to you guys like this. GSP showed up to the Jake Paul card. The guy was coherent. You could have a conversation with him. I met Chuck Liddell, Super Bowl week. Same week I met Rashad. I couldn't even hold a conversation with the guy, man. Made me a little bit sad. He just doesn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get on guys for retiring too
So
soon.
I
You
met
go
them
when you
both.
want.
I met them both a few years ago. I met them actually on the same day. And all I will say is it was different talking to Rashad than it was Chuck. That's my only comment. It was different.
Yeah, like you agree with that?
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't get on guys for retiring too soon, bro. You go when you feel like it's the time.
So you want to hear something crazy? Jens Pulver, UFC Hall of Famer, had a great run in the UFC, right? In 2001 and 2. Bro, he fucked his career up after he left the UFC.
Very true.
Bro, he went on a 6-fight skid. Yeah, man. Fuck a lot of them guys, but like whoever, like Rhino was saying, bro, them boys were fighting for money at some point. They
Well, of
didn't.
course, dude. It's a tough industry. You can't look at MMA and try to say it's not a rough industry to make money. I mean, these guys,
Back then,
there's
it was
no
different
way.
too. You couldn't even save enough, bro. You couldn't even save enough
Look at
for
the
like.
minor leagues. Even if you look at it today, the minor leagues of baseball, that's 1 in a million already. Them guys are trying to fucking get into being high class athletes in the amount of baseball. Uh, MMA in combat sports has the same aspect of like real competition. Everybody's trying to get into this, and there's more people in America that are trying to get into this right now. And I don't think they're really going to get into it and really get that opportunity. It's very tough. They're going to have more competitions to give themselves records and stuff. We'd have to have more competitions in America, and they don't really allow that. They allow a lot of small wrestling in some areas. There's jujitsu in some areas. Karate's kind of stupid in America. So I'm worried about the Americans in the future. I don't think we're going to kick anybody's ass in any other country because I think they're actually training real martial arts, not what American martial arts is turning into today.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think we'll always compete. You're always going to have guys that we have a strong collegiate wrestling program. instead of fear
Only
that
thing we got.
MMA. I think that it's I think we'll always compete. Do I think like the dominant era of what we do is coming soon? No, we seen that era. It fades. It comes back around. Like I believe it goes in cycles, but um, I don't like disagree with you in the idea though that like current situation dominant. No, the United States is not the
I mean, we
dominant.
only have one American UFC champion, correct?
Yeah, some of that's done by design too, though, and I'm not trying to make no bullshit. Like some of that shit is done by design.
Leaving?
They definitely try to spread some of that shit.
Did you not to like change the subject, but did you guys go over the card
Yeah. It was just
next week's
no,
card?
because we didn't do tail of the tape or anything. We just kind of took a glance at it.
I have a good question.
Yeah,
Well, two things I want to get on my mind about that weekend, and I know you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, you're fucking talking about this shit,"
I
but
ain't fucking talking all
hold on. July 29th. Boxing is some bitter
Usman.
motherfuckers. They fucking really booked Crawford and Spence on the same fucking weekend as Gaethje and Poirier. Fuck
bro, you're
Crawford and fuck
5 minutes
Spence.
late. I just said that they're
Okay,
gonna
okay. Sorry.
listen.
Sorry. I just had to say that shit. Fuck those
Dana,
motherfuckers.
it was
Still
dumb.
land, dude.
Dana is not going to budge on that one. He's not going to go
Dude, but
early.
they time it. They time that shit, dude.
Yeah, so Spence Crawford will be put in a situation that their fight, will be scheduled to start 5 minutes after the UFC card is scheduled to end. I guarantee it. There's no fucking way they're going to try to go head to head with that card. Not with that main event, because none of the MMA guys and a lot of guys that are split, bro, they're going to watch Dustin Justin over fucking
They're gonna
Spence.
watch them both. Dude, they're gonna watch them both.
Yeah, because that
They're gonna time
boxing's
that
gonna be at
shit, dude. They're gonna
midnight.
put a yeah, they're gonna put all the fucking commercials in ta-da. What a
Yeah, but
magical fucking show. You were able to watch both.
yeah, you'll be able to see both main events because boxing will wait. That is my point. Boxing will wait on this one. We're not going to go early.
And I agree.
The UFC is
Well,
not going to have to go early.
my second point was that does anyone think that it was, now thinking about it, it was stupid to book that shit in Utah?
Um,
After the last card and all the fucking cardio issues and shit. I mean, Dustin Poirier just went on Ariel's show and he was like, I have to hire a company to come and do something to my mattress so that I'm sleeping at elevation for the next 10 to 12 weeks.
he has to sleep in an elevation tent.
Yeah.
That's
That's
not
what
their
they're trying to
problem.
figure out.
That's the fucking athlete's problem.
I
Yeah,
get
so
it, but I'm just like, I don't
some
know.
of it some of it is Dustin's going up and Justin's going down.
Yeah, and you guys know that. So whether you care about it, believe in it or not, if you care, get the fuck over there. You signed a contract.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
think
there's no rule you're gonna make that's gonna actually make that work.
no, I think that Dustin should be training at elevation right now. I think he should be.
He's not, though.
Yeah,
He's doing his training camp in Florida, man.
Sometimes you got to know when to bend in life, and I think that favors your boy a lot, Cade.
Dude, you know what? This is one of those fights where you guys hear me brag about Justin and everything like that. This is one of the fights where, like, this can go either way. I'm a Poirier fan too. I love Dustin. I love everything he's about. This is a fight I'm excited for, no matter who wins. But this is how I look at this fight, and I don't know if anyone else sees this fight like this. But whoever loses this fight, they're done with titles. You will either have to take money fights or stop fighting.
Yeah, and let's be honest. Whoever loses is probably one or two money fights from retiring. And whoever wins is one title shot and one more fight from retiring. These boys are near the end, and it's okay. I will say this. I don't care about the elevation. I don't care about any of that. I mean, I do in the overall picture of the fight, But I will say this: Justin Gaethje is a guy that takes it and gives it, and he can knock anybody out, and he could hurt Dustin, and he could. But
Dustin could do the same thing though, man.
in my
Like,
opinion, if Justin lets Dustin hit him 3 hooks, he won't be able to take anymore. He won't be able to take anymore. Dustin Poirier hits you with 3 good hooks, especially if it's within like a 30-second reign there. Like, and God forbid it's like three and side 2 combos. You don't come back from it at the
I
point.
think he's got to fight the fight like he fought against Fiziev, bro.
Yeah, I think that Justin has to choose to disengage. I don't know a better way to say it. Like he steps if he toes the line against.
Use his jab to set up the big shots instead of just trying to get in there and scrap.
I promise you, if he puts his foot down and toes the line, Dustin Poirier will beat the fucking brakes off of him. It'll be bad. And I'm not being mean, bro. You're not gonna stand there and give Dustin Poirier a chance to just go punch for punch with you. I respect you. He will fuck you up, bro. I don't think there's anybody in that division that hits like he hits at this point in his career. And that's
His
probably on the
MMA,
downslope.
his MMA IQ is fucking solid.
Yeah, bro. And like, I'm not being like a dick rider or nothing, bro. Like, I know it. I know he's close to the downslope. I get it. But the Dustin Poirier that has beat Conor McGregor over the past couple of years, and we'll just go from that point forward, bro, there's nobody in the division that hits like that dude hits. And when he hits clean, you're fucked. Usman, go ahead.
Man, my favorite comparison or like metaphor, whatever the fuck it's called for Dustin Poirier, is I feel like once he gets that one hit on you, it's a rain. Like once he gets on you and he knows he's got you hurt, he's gonna throw a fucking 25 punch combo, and like a lot of them are gonna hit, and they're gonna hit hard. I really wonder. Everybody is willing to fucking throw leather with fucking Dustin, even though they know it's not a good thing. And Justin fucking learned from that the first time. I wonder if he could fucking stick that jab out there and leg kick him and fucking make this a boring fight and fucking kind of win it out from a distance and stay away from fucking Dustin's big combo.
I think this fight comes down to one simple factor. I think it's who's hungrier. That's what I really think that this fight comes down to. And I'm not saying Dustin's not. I think Dustin is hungry. I think he does want to get one more shot at the belt. But I also see it from Justin too, just from talking to him, just listening to other interviews, how he fought against Fiziev. I mean, after that first round, dude, I was fucking scared. I was like, holy shit, dude, I'm gonna have to eat my fucking words. But he bounced
So,
back, bro. And I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be a great fight, but I also agree that you can't let Dustin get in his range and start fucking letting his hands go, man, and get comfortable in there. Because once he's comfortable in there, man, I mean, his chin's as good as anyone's. Not saying Justin's chin's not good, but I mean, Dustin's got a chin, bro. He's got dog in him too. I mean, I think they're both dogs, but I mean, I don't
yeah,
know,
if
bro.
Dustin actually hits you on the chin, though, it's over. It's over. Here's my thing about
Gaethje
Dustin
hits hard
Poirier.
too, though, bro. So I mean,
Yeah, but a different punch. I'm being literal. I'm literally saying, Justin hits you with the overhand, you're in bad shape. Dustin hits you with the hook,
Any
especially in the
MMA fighter
jaw.
hits you with that.
You're in fucking trouble, bro. Them hooks are vicious. Here's my thing about Dustin Poirier, right? Honestly, he has the best on switch in all of MMA. When it's time to go, at this point in his career, when it's time to go, he has the best on switch, in my opinion. Like, tough, here for the distance, even if I get you out of here in fucking the next 30 seconds, like, I feel like when the going gets tough, he has the best on switch in the whole UFC, man.
I
Probably
think the
all of them.
scariest I think the scariest part about this fight is Dustin Poirier said word for word when he was asked about this fight. He goes, "It scares me," and they were like, and I think it was Ariel actually that actually had this conversation with him, he was like, "Well, why?" And he goes, "It scares me to take this fight because he's dangerous, but that's what gets me going. Like this is what I thrive in." He goes, "That's why I didn't take the Beneil fight. It's just not
Yeah, I
one of
heard
those
that
fights
interview.
that just." It was there was a couple interviews. I'm even going months back when he was talking to Ariel, but this recent video he even talked about the Beneil fight. So yeah, but he said all these things, but um, that's the scary thing about Poirier too, bro. Like he does, bro. He thrives in these fucking types of fights, man. Like
I'm telling you, like I like your guy. I like Justin. Bro, Dustin Poirier is a motherfucking problem. I don't care what nobody say. He is a problem for any of them guys. Listen, you guys think I want to know what so Michael Chandler says that the contracts are signed. Dana White says contracts are signed. Conor McGregor says we're gonna announce it on the card. We're gonna announce it on the show. Contracts are signed. Dana confirms we're gonna announce it on the show. Mike confirms it's gonna get announced on the show. But they don't know the weight. That's fucking bullshit. They know the weight. They know the weight. What do you guys think it is?
the weight was already said, Joe.
Win.
The by Connor. They asked him when he was on Ariel. They said the Ariel said this fight was supposed to be at 155, right? And Connor was like, "No, we're going to fight at 170. This fight's going to be at 170." And he was like, "Oh, and then I forget what Ariel said after that, but Connor said it was going to be at 170.
Yeah, and then he said after that maybe 185.
Yeah, I think that was all shit on the show though, from the clip that we saw from when he said that. But like I think
And then
170,
Mike,
bro. I
they
don't
got
think
Mike
Connor can
selling
make
that shit too.
155 comfortably.
After that interview, they asked Mike about it, and Mike said, I don't know, but it could be 185. Who knows? It's going to be 170. They just don't want any other implications circulating around it at 170 because it's not. All the implications will still be at 155. They did it for Connor with Cowboy.
I want
That's
Mike
why.
to beat his fucking ass, but at 170, dude, it just something tells me Connor fucks him up.
Bro, my first read, and I'm still very, very strong on it. 155, Michael Chandler knocks him out
We
in the
actually agreed on this.
second
We
or
agreed
third
on this.
round. 170, Conor McGregor fucking knocks him out cold, bro. He knocks him out cold at 170. I believe that with all my heart. People are like, oh, it'll be a war. No, it won't.
That's what he's supposed to do, though. That's what you
Conor's going to
expect
reach
out of the
in.
fight.
Conor's
I
going to
would say
reach
that's
in
your
real,
standard.
real far.
But isn't
Bow.
that your standard, Joe? That's your, like, that's the fantasy. That's what's supposed to happen.
I'll tell you this: if Chandler beat him at 170, that would be some crazy fucking shit, dude. But I don't see it.
I no, yeah, it could. I mean, we talk. Anything could happen, but I don't see that shit, bro. I don't see that shit at
I
all.
see Chandler going in there to fucking make this a dogfight, dude, and that's where he's gonna get caught.
Yeah, I think he'll have the wrong attitude. So I think he'll go in there thinking it's going to be a dogfight, and Connor's going to do that thing he does where he kind of pushes your hands down and then takes distance on you, and then when you try to move, he just fucking reaches
Yeah,
in,
he's gonna my tongue
snipe
got
him.
tangled. He's gonna snipe him with that left hand.
Yep, he's going to set it up, and he'll drop the shot, and it'll land. I mean, like it'll be. I really think at 170, it's a picture perfect thing because Connor will be huge, and Connor's going to be huge, huge. Connor's going to be coming down from fucking probably 200 pounds, 190, and maybe not literally two. Bro, he probably did break 200 pounds when he said he did. He said he was at 205 at one point, and he looked like he was at 205. He looked fucking massive. So I mean, you figure even if he's coming down, he's been coming down from big mass. He's probably trying to keep on as much fucking muscle as he can. He probably
Leave him
to get.
alone.
I bet you he walks at 190 if they fight at 170. I bet you he walks at 190. Where Mike probably walks at 175 if they fight at 170.
No, I think Mike. I heard something saying that. I read something that said that Mike walks around at like 190.
So Mike actually said that he thought he would walk at 180 something and Connor would walk like 4 pounds heavier. I forget the pounds, but I swear to God, there's an interview out there where he says he thinks he would walk at 180 something, and then he said he thinks Connor would come in and it was like 4 pounds or 5 pounds heavier than he thought he would come in. So Mike probably does walk around 190, but I don't know. I just think at that size, Connor's too big for him. I do. I think he's too big for him at that size. I think Connor cuts to 155 like shit, though. So I think
If it's at 55, I think Mike's got a chance.
if it's at 55, I think Mike is too strong for Connor. Connor has this thing about getting down to 155. If you go look, he hasn't. Just think about it. He hasn't looked good at 155 in since in like his since he won the title. He hasn't looked good at 155. Like he never really has. I guess you could argue against Khabib, he did all right for a little bit. I mean, I guess you could argue that. Cowboy was at 170 though. So I don't know. Connor's not. I don't know. 155 doesn't really suit him well. History has proven that. That's pretty much all I got on my list. Darren Till opened Gorilla Fight Club, started Gorilla Fight Club. It's a boxing thing, so I guess we'll see where that goes. Is he going to compete with Jake Paul now or something? I have a feeling we'll
Stay
soon be
tuned.
talking about Darren Till in the same regards as we talk about Dylan Dennis.
He's got real soccer balls, just so you know.
Unless anybody's got something they want to bring up, man, that's probably all we got. That's all I got for the night. Any other subject, I'm more than happy to hit.
See you
Other,
next week. Peace.
yep, I'll see you then, bro. I'm gonna leave this space with a quote from the great Drakus Duplessis that says, "A lot of people are saying it's not a smart move to fight Whitaker. 100%. I agree with that. I agree. It's not a smart move, but I'm not here to be smart." That's what I got, people.
God, I fucking love that man.
Later on, boys.